Okay, today we are playing a game on King's Row. We are in the Gold SR range, and we will be playing Roadhog most of the way through. There's like a 2-minute period we're playing Reinhardt, but like the vast majority of this game is Roadhog. Let's start the game. There will be no sound, because past me is a wild animal and can't be expected to just, you know, not watch a video at the time. Hooked there, Roadhog. That was pretty exciting. We immediately took a breather. Were we low? I thought we were still at like 300 health. He's obviously not happy about that. We had like 300 health. We didn't need to take a breather. We were probably scared that he was gonna like pop us, but like, man, half health while he's trying to escape, it's not gonna happen. We did die real fucking fast right there, though. So there was no need to take a breather with Roadhog. Could have just kept shooting the guy. But he died regardless, so it's okay. Yeah, we just basically got smacked real hard, didn't we? Oh, it's okay, there's a mercy. Oh, look at that, look at that. If you don't get punished, you don't have to learn, like I always say. Toe's not having a good time, been hooked twice now. Okay, we're a little out of position. It's alright, we're a big boy. We'll get away with it. So we just lost 2 of our teammates right there. This is, like, very greedy to walk this way, because we've got, this doesn't feel like a long distance to cover, but when you're staring at the whole team, going this way around the statue is kind of a long journey to go. Better to just turn around so the Hanzo can't headshot you and walk the other way around the back of the statue so that you can reconvene with your team and then resume standing behind the Reinhardt shield and have a good time. Anytime there's a Hanzo, you can die real fast when you're playing Roadhog. Any sniper in general, your head is very easy to hit, so you have to be a little careful when you're taking like big walks somewhere. Ooh, that, oh, he's not happy. So he's fucking dead. Great job. Rare turtle, fucking dead. So anyway, Reinhardt just earth-shattered them. Good job not doing the Roadhog thing, not immediately using whole hog. You're probably thinking, what kind of Roadhog, what kind of savage animal would use whole hog right after you earth-shattered someone as Reinhardt? Let me tell you, most Roadhog players do this, and it upsets me every single time it happens, but the amount of times I've seen the Roadhog player just go, let's combo, and then he just saves the entire enemy team, it's depressing a number of times. To speak nothing of the Lucio, I will not tell the story of the Lucio again. I feel like I do so every week, but there was a Lucio who upset me a lot. There's some lore on that. My eye's twitching. It's been doing that for the last 2 days, so obviously I'm having a stroke. Anyway, so we've been waiting for to touch the payload. Nobody else is going to touch the payload, so we're touching the payload. We got whole hog built up. This is a pretty good map to kill people with whole hog. There's lots of places you can pin people into corners on this map with whole hog, like right here. But then we got hit by toes. It's okay, you know, it wasn't ideal, but we were still getting him while we were in the gravitic flux. Yeah, King's Row, lots of places you can kill him. I would rather we shoot him first, then hook him, because then you can get the 2 shots, you know. Unless we did so and I just didn't see it. No, we hooked him first. If you're like right in somebody's face, even if you're not, as long as you got 2 shots loaded, you should always go for the shot, hook, then shoot him again. Even if you're not right on top of him, because you can right-click him as well, assuming you're in the right range to do so. There, Junkrat's turning up in some wacky places, isn't he? Anyway, we've almost captured this checkpoint. It's looking pretty good. Oh, it's looking real good now. Damn. Hanzo's like, how? I'm so safe. Reinhardt's right here. He just, like, walked in front of it for, like, half a second. Oh, no, he's, like, literally walking in front of it, isn't he? Damn. Well, he got punished, so that's why you stand behind the Reinhardt shield, not slightly in front of it. The Hanzo's probably yelling at the Reinhardt for not going in. That's the classic move right there. The Reinhardt's going in now, though. We should be trying to punish that guy a lot harder right now. Maybe, like, I don't know if we didn't realize that wasn't our Reinhardt, but, like, this guy, like, we can't let people get away with this kind of behavior, alright? Like, we should be immediately have gone hard to try and kill this guy. We can't let people get away with that kind of thing. He doesn't deserve to be alive. But he didn't get punished, which means he doesn't have to learn now. Anyway, that's okay. Reinhardt players don't learn regardless. If they haven't learned already, they're certainly not about to start learning anytime soon. So we've got the window. That's good. Nice time as Roadhog. Sometimes you can just randomly kill somebody because you get a right click through. That's very nice. You can say that about basically everybody with Baptiste's ultimate. He actually died because he got dragged through the dragon rather than us shooting him. Oh, yep. This is one of the classic fuck corners for the Roadhog ult right there. Oh, no, I couldn't stand there because Reinhardt's too fucking thick. Oh, that was gonna be amazing. Our play of the game just got stolen from us right there. Just shunted to the left because Reinhardt's right fucking there. Unfortunate. Oh, I like that. You know, Baptiste stood on the fucking trap, so we stood in front of the Baptiste and took the shots for him. Whenever I see a Roadhog actually tank damage for somebody, I'm like, yo, what a guy, what a hero. We don't deserve people that pure. Yeah, we got just real fucked up. We actually got juggled by the charge as well. That's the worst. When you get juggled and you get juggled and then you still get pinned at the end of it anyway. Reaper going in. Probably should have stopped going in quite so hard, but you know, Reaper players also not known for their critical thinking skills. My man's also name is Trash Ghoul, so we have to have reasonable expectations of his behavior, you know? So that push ain't gonna work out. That's okay. We're most of the way there, you know? This is really bad, though, like, when you lose momentum on this kind of checkpoint. Because, like, the corner in front of us, this is a real hard hallway to walk down when you don't have the payload with you. Because suddenly it's just this giant kill box that has no cover in it, right? Like, it's a real pain. Places like this, you lose momentum. It's actually kind of hard to get it going again because you suddenly have to clear the space you just did without the payload until the payload pushes back up to you. Numbani's third checkpoint, really fucking bad for the exact same reason. Numbani's third checkpoint is worse, actually. You push it all the way to the end, like you get a meter away, and then they kill you, and you have to do that whole, the whole bridge, or not the bridge, the whole tunnel, then the next corner, which isn't so bad, and then the whole rest of the street again. It's terrible. Fucking nightmare. Like, payload maps and hybrid maps, the last checkpoint can be kind of a slog if you end up dying, having to do it again. Didn't manage to break the tire, but it's alright. He panicked and just detonated the tire without actually killing anybody. Hello, my son. He awakens. He approaches. Would you like to come and see the people at home? He'll think about it. He'll think about it. Oh, it's looking good. Half their team's dead. Zarya even just jumped off the map. Fantastic news. That guy is dead. Oh, we did it. We did it, team. We did it. We did it. Fantastic news. So, me talking about how it can be hard to regain your momentum. No, didn't matter. Didn't matter. We did it. So now we've got to defend. We have a slightly different team. Our DPS changed, but, you know, Mei Hanzo, lots of potential to randomly kill people, which is always nice. My son, he approaches. Sorry, I moved the microphone in the worst way imaginable, and he leaves, so I made the space for him for no reason at all anyway. Classic cat behavior. So D.Va's behind us. We're aware of this. Okay, we're coming over. We're getting the D.Va. Fantastic news. Maybe I just have really low expectations of people. I definitely do. But honestly, the fact we then, like, continued looking for the D.Va, instead of going, I can't see D.Va, and then just going back about our business, I'm like, fantastic work, excellent work. And you might think, like, come on, who would just leave? Oh, the amount of times that people are like, oh, someone's behind us, I should probably do something about that, or at least keep my eyes open, and then they immediately forget that person's behind them. Because, you know, it's annoying to deal with the person that's behind you, right? You don't want to be looking behind you constantly. You want to be shooting the guys in front of you. People, they got no attention span. So I'm like, fantastic work. We, like, took continued efforts to remove the D.Va. And then we removed her. Our team died anyway, so it's just proof that nothing's ever good enough. But we did our job, and that's all you can ask for. My son, are you coming or not? Yes, no. Like, you look as if you want to. Oh, he's fucking dead. The hook was a little, you know, again, shoot hook, but like someone like Hanzo, you're gonna kill the guy, so it's not the end of the world if you don't do it, because I mean, he died, right? That's all you can ask for. But you know, just, you know, shoot, then hook, just try to. Though with most DPS it doesn't really matter since they buffed Roadhog's damage a little bit. It's pretty easy to consistently one-shot somebody now. Ryan's not happy about that. We're having a pretty good game of Roadhog. You know, we managed to catch some people. That snag on the Hanzo that was walking around in front of the shield last round, fantastic. That's the kind of pick you dream of, you know. Currently just bullying their tanks. Oh, Junkrat's behind us. Oh, we had to reload. Could have maybe punched him, because he's really low. I think we could have just, like, walked up and snagged him, because we don't really want him to touch the health kit, you know? Yeah, we could have totally just ran up and meleeed him. We probably were like, fuck, I have to reload, and then we got spooked by the trap, but I think we could have snagged him. I think we could have just about snagged him, though we were probably taken by surprise by the fact we needed to reload, which happens. So my son's here, so you just, you know, the camera doesn't so much deal well with cats. Well, it's not the camera, it's the program I'm using to cut the background out. Because there's no green screen back here, by the way. This is just a concrete wall. But NVIDIA graphics cards, NVIDIA Broadcast, you can install it if you have an NVIDIA driver, and that just cuts your background out. And it does a fantastic job. Like, this is just a concrete wall. There's no, like, uniform color back here. It's just like, yeah, take it out. It's very impressive, actually, though it has it struggles a little bit with cats. Anyway, so we lost that checkpoint. Well, we haven't lost that checkpoint yet, but this is not the kind of position you recover it from, you know? So, nah, it's not worth complaining about. It's fun. I was going to complain about something, but it's so nitpicky, it's not worth it. Is Hanzo still coming? Did I see him on our right? Like, did he decide to keep coming? Also, like, the Hanzo players have some fucking self-restraint. No, I don't know what I saw. I thought I saw somebody in the hallway. So Reaper just killed half their team. Fantastic. We didn't have to do it. Then Reaper got crushed by Call Mech, of all things. Yo, the Call Mech change is perhaps the worst change that has ever been implemented into Overwatch, because I swear all D.Va players have immediately lost all self-control. How many times since the Call Mech buff have you seen a baby D.Va just sprinting into 6 people? Just, like, going for it. She's like, I'm gonna get my play of the game right here. And then she's playing oh, he's so unhappy. Oh my god, we're bullying that Hanzo real good. Now we're gonna bully the, oh, D.Va actually did a really good job of, like, stopping us from fully bullying him right there. She managed to defense matrix a lot of that whole hog. Like, the amount of times I've seen the baby D.Vas just get clapped because they're just, like, sprinting in trying to call mech on the entire enemy team. It's encouraged the exact wrong behavior from D.Va players, but it's really funny at the same time, so, you know, what can you do, right? So now we go back to bullying the tank, and, you know, as if getting hooked wasn't bad enough, right? Like, we're having a good game of Roadhog. There's not been much to complain about, you know. We've been policing the backline, we've gotten a bunch of picks, we've been bullying the tanks. We're pretty much playing Roadhog. It's been a good time. Hanzo's upset, you know, we've been bullying that Hanzo a lot. We've still got, about a third of the game to go, counting the in-between round stuff. So, like, you know, hopefully we can bully the Hanzo a few more times. Because, if there's one group of players that aren't oppressed enough, it's the Hanzo players, if you ask me. So, Ryan's a little out of luck. Got a little cut off by the enemy team's dragon. Or by our team's dragon. Confusing way to format the sentence. That would have not been a good hook to land, because the guy would not get pinned anymore, which is more important. Oh no, it's ours getting pinned. Never mind. I thought it was ours pinning his. Never mind. Disregard. We were trying to save him, actually. He was not saved. He was not saved. Life is very hard. You know, a few people pushed Q. It gets very difficult to deal with. Even if we save the Reinhardt with this hook, maybe it works out. But like this is all still not ideal. Not ideal to say the least. Even if we save the Reinhardt, that probably doesn't solve that problem. Life's just very difficult sometimes. We could have gone a little harder on the enemy Reinhardt when our dragon was going through. Like, it took us a little bit of time to actually capitalize on it. We did in the end, so, you know, that's the important thing. But, like, the dragon was going to cut him off, and it took us a little bit of time to actually get in on the action. But we did get in on the action, so, you know. So now we have to play the round again. This is the scary part, right? When the first, like, 2 rounds have gone by. Because now you have to play the game, right? So here's what happens. This is the mini game you have to play with every additional round that goes by. Which team is going to pick Bastion first, right? Like, the longer the game goes on, the more likely it is that one team's going to pick Bastion. And then after that first team picks Bastion, the second team's picking Bastion. It's just how it goes. Every round that passes, the chance of a Bastion appearing just increases by probably like 70%. And then it just keeps going. It just gets worse every round that passes. Like, if you get to, like, if you do full 2 rotations, or you get to a 3rd attacking round, defending team is picking Bastion. It's happening. And then you're picking Bastion when you defend, right? But this is the scary part. On the 2nd round, do you play around the Bastion or not yet? Because it's just an inevitability of life. You know, heat death of the universe, that's one thing. But as time goes by, we all are inevitably drawn towards Bastion as well. It's just one of those things that happens. So we've changed to Reinhardt suddenly. This was said in the email we changed here because the guy that was playing Rein was suddenly like, I'm playing D.Va. So we're playing Reinhardt now. Missed the pin on there, Reinhardt. Very unfortunate. You know. Look. Very important. Just look, a little observe the kill feed real quick. Just, you know, like, what leads you to that point in life, right? Like, my man's still trash school. We have to have reasonable expectations of what he's going to achieve. But, like, when you're... and he's... and then you still somehow... Anyway. We can only pray that it was some kind of wicked sick thing where, like, Junkrat's flying towards the Pharah, and then she shot him out of the air, and the bombs just flew straight into her face, except that doesn't happen because the bombs don't carry Junkrat's momentum. Which they absolutely should, by the way. If we're talking about plays that encourage the exact wrong kind of behavior, wouldn't it be fucking wicked sick, though? If, like, Junkrat died right as he mined forward, and you just watched a fucking salvo of bombs come flying towards your team? Wouldn't that just be fucking sick, though? That'd show that Bastion player. He'll think twice next time. Anyway, so things aren't really going too well. The Earth Shatter left something to be desired. Even if it landed, that's not exactly the ideal time to use Earth Shatter, as some of our team were already dead. Assuming the Earth Shatter is sufficiently fat, then you can still sometimes swing it around, but not the ideal time to go for it still. Since we are playing Reinhardt, I have to be over here now. I just realized I was blocking the shields. Isn't the Junkrat still back there? Like, isn't he in that alcove? Yeah, to be fair, like, this is also spooky. But, like, just, you know, give him a swing at least. Get a swing in on that boy if he's going to be tucked into that statue. Mercy ended up not rezzing us. That's fine, you know. It's not like we have to touch the point or anything. It's, D.Va's not even close. Like, she performed the maneuver like she was about to use her ultimate. She's not even really that close to it. Now she's really not close to it because she died as well. Anyway, so look, hey, you know, we're hamming now. It could have gone better. Are we playing Bastion? Our team's not playing Bastion? That's incredible. We're playing Torbjorn, though. That just means the guy wanted to pick Bastion, but he's exercising some self-restraint, right? You know, you gotta have a little self-control. Because he picked the one that's basically Bastion. If you're ever thinking though that you want to pick Bastion, but you decide to not do that and pick the one that's almost Bastion, pick Symmetra instead of Torbjorn. Like, Symmetra is just like... Symmetra has the same potential to just, like, stomp the enemy team if they don't play around you properly, except Symmetra is, like, 8,000 times more consistent than Bastion is. She's just got, like, a higher potential output than Torbjorn does, you know? As much as it pains me to say that, of course, we've all looked at Torbjorn and just been overcome by raw animal lust at least once per week, but... Symmetra, she's just got the higher output DPS, you know? It's just how it is. Anyway, so things are... It's a little scary, but they just lost both their healers and their main tank, so this push is pretty much done for at this point. Hanzo's still sticking around, you know? Questionable maneuver on his part. He did get the, Torbjorn, but Torbjorn's just alive now. Ooh, he's upset about that. We did, unfortunately, kill Torbjorn's turret because we just killed Bastion. We just killed Junkrat on top of Torbjorn's turret, so that's unfortunate. But Torbjorn's turret for Junkrat is a fair trade. It's okay. It's okay. But it was a little unfortunate. I've never seen, like, that happen before. Anyway. So, they're starting to push in again. We've almost got whole hog. Ryan just whiffed real bad. You know, it wasn't looking too bad, and it was looking pretty good, actually, until that happened. And, now we've got whole hog. Whole hog's real good for, like, stopping people. But there's a little too much to stop. There's just a little bit too much to stop. That's a classic Reinhardt throw right at the end there. Just absolute... Because, like, I was opening my mouth to say things are looking pretty good. Because they don't have a lot of time left. We've almost got whole hog. They don't have their ultimates just yet. Our team almost has their ultimates as well. Whole hog's really good at stalling out fights that look bad. I was opening my mouth to talk about how things were looking good. And then Ryan does that. And then suddenly, it's not looking very good anymore. Isn't that incredible how it swings around like that? Just suddenly out of nowhere. And that's why Reinhardt players don't deserve rights. Anyway. So I haven't really got much to say to you, to be honest. This was like a pretty good Roadhog game overall. Barring the few things we did talk about in the email, we say, I guess my biggest problem in here was going for the max range hooks too often. Yeah. Like, yeah, you know, the longer range the hook is, the less likely it is to work. But I mean... I wouldn't necessarily categorize that as a problem as long as you're, like, consistently landing them, which we were landing them fairly consistently, especially on the Hanzo, which felt real nice. Like, yeah, you know, the further it is, the harder it is to land, but, like, it's not really the end of the world regardless. Yeah, like, just kind of played Roadhog. I don't really have too much to say about you. This is, like... We didn't win, but, like, this was a pretty good Roadhog game. Just a classic Reinhardt throw right at the end. So, thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. More than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. I started streaming on Twitch Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 8 p.m. EST, 11 EST. There's a link to down in the description. If you managed to make it all the way through the video and so I still enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe for more content of middling quality in the future. And I hope you found the video helpful.